As I mentioned earlier, he's the CEO of X, of SpaceX, of Tesla, of the Boring Company, of Neuralink. There's been a deep dive as to his video game skills because he apparently is legend in the video game space. All
Or
of
is
this.
he inflating that?
Oh no, there's a theory that he's cheating and lying the system. Are his companies fully autonomous? How can one person have this much time?
Yeah, it's a big question. The whole, what you're referring to is his skills at the video game called Diablo. I played it maybe like 20 years ago when I was a teenager, a much earlier version. Anyway, yeah, so apparently it takes a great deal of time to reach the level of skill that he has or he claims in that video game. And people have asked the question of like, where are you finding the time for this? Um, you know, Generally, yeah, I think um, maybe more significantly, if I were an investor in one of his companies, like Tesla specifically, I would wonder maybe I'm not for ethical reasons, I'm not allowed. But even though that stock seems to be doing all right, uh, I would wonder whose hand is on the wheel here. I think his shareholders are quite patient with him in terms of him going off and doing his demon mode on a completely different project once in a while, and leaving his employees to handle it to keep the ship running. It seems to be going all right so far, but it is something that's concerning. Can will he run out of steam? And if there is a crisis, for example, um, at Tesla that he needs to go and manage, or if there is some important milestone in getting to Mars where he needs to go to SpaceX and work on things there, who will he leave embedded within the U.S. government as part of Doge? Who will be overseeing those people, these young men, these young engineers, these young techies and acolytes of Musk who have now embedded themselves in very important parts of the US federal government and bureaucracy? If he goes off and needs to do something else, who's going to be overseeing them? What will they be doing? What kinds of keys will they be hitting on their keyboards? Big questions. I don't know. But yeah, the guy has a lot to handle and he's juggling too much for any one person, I would say.
Simon Schuster, Time Magazine, you are a gem. We really appreciate your patience first and foremost,
No
your
problem.
handsomeness second, but your knowledge is really. We really
It's our
appreciate
third
you being with
favorite
us.
thing.
Please come back and do this